start with 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And I'm using, this is Brazil cardstock, it's quite heavy. You want to use a fairly good cardstock for this part because it is the actual book. I use a lot of Recollections cardstock, but that's only 65-pound weight, and this is heavier. Okay, we have 3 pieces of 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to put them on the scoreboard 11-inch wide. And I'm going to score in 3 places. I'm going to score, let me use a smaller scoring tool. I'm going to score at 3, at 9, and at 9 1/4. Okay, I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to score it again on this side because this is very heavy. So I'm going at 3, at 9, and at 9 1/4. Now I'm going to do that again to the next one. I have another tool here. I might try that. It's a little bit more pointed. 3, 9, and 9 1/4. Turn it over and I'll do it again at 3, 9, and 9 1/4. Okay, and the last one we're going to score very simply right in half, so it's going to be 5 1/2. Okay, and that's all the scoring we need. So let's just fold these now and burnish them well with our bone folder. That's the one that's in half. And on this one, we're going to fold this up. Then we're going to fold the other side on both of these little score lines. So we have one, and then we have the second one. Okay. And on the last one, the same thing. And then over here, and one more. All right. Now see, what this has done is make what's called a gusset. You see how that is? Okay, and so we're going to take this one, put this one over here for now, and we're going to take this one, we're going to line them up the same way, okay, and we're going to glue this one to this one, but this is where the gusset is. You see the fold lines, so I don't want to get any glue or any of this cardstock over the other side. So I'm going to start and go just around. Oh, that came out a little quick. And I'm just going to pull some of this up. I don't want that all over the place. Okay, now I'm going to take this one, folding over this side, and I'm going to glue it right to this one, up to that first score line, but not going over it, because we want to be able to use that as the gusset. And you should be able to fold this over, and you can. Okay. Now if it gets a little glue on this, it's okay because it's going to be covered with paper. Now, this other one, we'll glue, open up this flap that we just glued down, and that's going to go right in here. You see, this is that short end, this piece is going right in here, up against that score line. But I'm going to make this a pocket, so I'm going to just put a little glue on the outside, top and bottom, and a little bit down the inside flap here. Okay? Nothing on this side because this is going to be the pocket. So let me line this up nice, and we're going to bring this over and glue it down. And so now you have a pocket here. And this opens up here, and this closes this way. Now this is the last piece we have to glue. We're making another pocket, but that one's just on the top and on the bottom. You have another pocket. Okay? So we have a pocket here. We have the flap we glued in here. We have a pocket here. Okay? Then this tips over this way, and we've got more room over this side. And then this is going to be the closure over here. And you see I can fold these up, and I will have the gusset on this side and the gusset on this side. And that's your folio. Except I didn't put the cover outside. Wait a second. Here we go. Okay, so that's the folio. Here's your little closure flap. And you hold it up and you'll see the gusset on both sides. And that just gives you the room to put your pictures in. So that's all there is to making the folio. You open it up, you have a pocket. So this goes this way, closes this way, opens this way, another pocket. So the next thing we have to do is to decorate the outside. So let me get my decorated paper. Okay, all of my pages in height will be 8 1/4, okay? So I'm going to start with the cover, and the first thing I'm going to cut off is this little, I don't know what they call it, advertising section that's at the top of your pages. Okay, now this is what I want for the cover, but I want this cottage life to show, so I'm going to cut from this side, okay? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down to 8 1/4. And you don't throw any of those little pieces away, you put them in a stash. Now normally I would just turn it over and cut it, but I want to make sure I get that. So this is got to be 5 3/4. Okay, and I need another one at 5 3/4, so I'll use the same one and come in to 5 3/4. And I will need one more, but let me just show you. That this is going to fit like this. Okay? And with the flap closed, the cottage life still shows up. Now on the other side of this paper is this blue, and I think I'm going to use that for the flap. And the flaps are 1 1/2 by 8 1/4. So let me just do that first. We'll get the 8 1/4. And then we'll do 1 1/2. And 1 1/2. And one will go inside here. And one will go outside. All right. So let me just get these things adhered down. And it's kind of easier if you open this up when you're putting it on. And I'm using the art glitter glue. Okay, this is called a corner rounder, and it has a 1/2 inch cut and a 1/4 inch cut. And I'm going to just make the corners round on the end pieces, and I'm going to use the 1/4 inch cut. And you can see how that rounds those two corners. See it better when it's laid down. So let's lay that one down. Ah! Well, I'll have to get something and wipe that up, won't I? All right, give me a second to just clean this off. Okay. I will wash it off when we finish here. The 1/4 inch side goes in the 1/4 and it rounds it. That did not want to cut. There we go. And that one is going to go here. Hopefully I'm not dropping it again. So there's that. Now, I cut 2 of these, if you remember. The other one I'm putting in here, and I'm going to have to cut something else for the back. So we're going to see what there is to use for the back. And you can, this is the piece that's right next to the flap, okay? So you can okay. Now for the back, let's see, what do we have here? That's kind of pretty. Oh, I like this one. And I like this one. Let's do this one. Okay, let's take off our little advertising. And we're going to need 8 1/4. By 5 3/4. And that is going to be pretty on the back. That's really pretty. It has the rose on the bottom, and these 2 postage stamps fit right in there nicely. Perfect. So there you go. The front, the flap, and the back. And we have one of the pieces on the inside. Now we've got this other piece here that's really pretty. We're going to need, let's see. That might be pretty there. And that is going to be 9. This is the small flap. Okay. 8 1/4 by 'Kay. I'm going to look and see what else we got. Okay, I think I've got my papers cut now. I had to just stop for a minute so that I could measure my pockets, because sometimes they're not exactly the same as the one you're following, so you want to just measure them yourself. This is a pocket, the first pocket, and I like to see the hats on there. That's cute. And this is actually the back side of that, so that goes well. Oop. And this is your pocket here, okay? Then on this side, we had this pocket and this paper, and I'm going to put another piece of this with the corsets and stuff on that flap. You see, making the folio takes no time at all. It's doing the decorating that takes a little time. And this is your other pocket, and your pocket, okay? Then we'll flip this over, and I'm going to put that here because when the book is open, it kind of matches the inside of the flap, okay? And I will have all of the measurements that I used in the description. So this is the one that flaps up, folds over again, folds up, closes up, and the back. Okay, flap, flap, pocket, folds open, pocket, folds over 2 places, folds that way, and big place here, and the whole thing will close up like that. So now we're going to put a closure on, and I have these magnets, and I've not used these before. They seem rather big. See, I have a smaller set too. Yeah, I think I'll use one of these. And they have plus and minuses written on them, so you should be able to find pairs. You see? The plus and the minus. Oh, see that glare. Plus here and minus down here. So I'm going to take one of each. And we're going to just let them, what they call marry, and they pop right together, okay? So we're going to put one here. And so I'm going to take this paper off of the back of this. Now, these are going to show for now, but I'm going to be using some ephemera on the cover here. And it will, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that here first. Okay? Now I'll take the paper off the other side. She says laughingly. Here we go. Now before I close it, I want to make sure I have this gusset. Remember this gusset here? Okay, I want to keep that. So I want to make sure I've got that, and then I will just push this down. And that's now got it closed. Perfect. So we have the folio, we have the decorations so far, the papers, and we have the closure. So when we come back next time, we're going to be doing some decorating on the inside, placing some photo mats in the inside, and finish this project up. We could do it now, but it would just make this video too long. So that's what I'm going to end with today. I hope you enjoyed it. By all means, look at the beginning of this and make one of these folios, because I'll tell you, once you make one, you'll make 21. They're so easy. And you can make them for all kinds of occasions. So until I see you again on Tuesday, no, I'll see you Sunday, but Tuesday we'll finish the book. I hope you all have a great afternoon. Give me a thumbs up, like the video, and leave me a comment down below. I love to get your comments. And I will see you again on Tuesday. And don't forget, don't throw away these scraps. You can always use them for other things. So I will see you later. Gator. Stay safe. Have a great afternoon. And everybody play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.